Ni hao, I am fabioRotella and I am an Italian architect from Milano.
Can you tell us something about your background in Studio Rotella? The projects you're involved in and the philosophy of Studio Rotella design and architecture?
I started to work in Milano with Alessandro Mendini. Alessandro Mendini is one of the best architects in the world. I started to work in 1999 and I worked with Alessandro for 6 years, and for me it's very very important this periods because I start to work with many companies, with Swatch, with Alessi, and I start to work in architecture with a museum, the Groningen Museum in Holland. And after, in 1996, I opened my studio, it's Studio Rotella in Milano also. And I started to work with many companies, with Bisazza and with Fiat, with Citroën and other companies in the world. And also we work about in architecture, in design. I am a creative director for different companies in Italy. The Studio Rotella, it's like a factory. There are many people inside, architects, interior designers, and visual designers and graphic designers. We work with a poetical approach. For me, it's very important to give a message in my project. And I like to have an ethical approach. This is very, very, very important. Now we start in China in 751 in Italian Living Experience.
Italian Living Experience is not merely meant to be a showroom, but it aims to be a platform of interaction between Italian experience and the Chinese reality, an ideal continuation of the exchange started with the Italian Renaissance exhibition held in the National Museum of China. What kind of Italian experiences will be introduced to the Chinese community? What impact do you think this exchange will have on Italy and China design? What ideas and projects do you wish to achieve with China?
We started to work in China in the National Museum of China. It is an incredible experience. For me, it's the best start in this country. This experience start a good partnership with 751. In the 751 now we open the Italian Living Experience. Italian Living Experience is a real living, Italian living. In this area there is in the middle my studio, the Studio Rotella. Around the studio there is a gallery, is a living, is a experience. It's an experience because I don't want to come with my culture in this country, in China, but I would like to work in the mix, cultural mix with Chinese architects, Chinese designers, and I would like to know the Chinese culture, and I would like the Chinese know the Italian culture, the real Italian culture. The great possibility is to have a partnership, a creative partnership. This is the future because I think the Chinese culture and Italian culture is very close. It's possible to have real contact, and I would like to have this experience in China.
What's your assessment of China design and creative world in terms of galleries, art districts, designers and architects? Are there any parallel between art and design produced in China and Italy?
I think in this moment, in this period, in China, there is a very, very good energy. I see in the young people, in the school, in the university, the young people, is very, very, very positive. I think the good way for the China and for Italy and for Europe is to have a partnership in cultural, in creative system. And I like so much 751 because this is an example in eco building, this eco fashion building. It's a great example, a mix, a cultural mix. This is the new wave, this is the future. I think in the future I would like to work in this direction with Chinese architects, with the Chinese young designers. I would like to have these people in Italy, because in Italy, in Milano, there is a Zona Tortona. It's like 751. Every year there is the design week. Also in 751 in September there is the design week. The great idea, I would like to have this compenetration, cultural compenetration, and this is my idea.